Alright, back in part 9. Let's go. Alright, so here. So earlier, I think it was like a couple days ago, I kind of I just want to get to day 2, because we're going to also help, so we're doing the true ending, but we're also going to help out the phone guys. So we're going to do the phone guy route. Anyways, sounds good. We want the hallway to go. Phone's out of east, so let it be east. Okay, 1 month later, whatever. Now, we need to do this. Okay, let's go. Man, look at our Foxy the pirate. Okay, well, here we are. Back at your very own Freddy Fast Food Pizza joint. It's last day of the month. Whatever. Let's see. What song should we go with today? Let's see. We got Bakersfield location. I like that. This one? Oh yeah, this one. I like this one a lot. Alright, so we're looking into the text files. We need to figure out, because there's a thanks readme file. Let's see. Say anything about the phone guys. Access the phone guy arc. Talk to Black Phone in the office about his old location and wait till he mentions Scotty. Okay. Summon the phone guy.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, sir. What can I do for you? Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your old location. Well, I've worked at quite a few locations. I started out in location 1, 1973 as a day guard. Location 1 was out in Hurricane, Utah. Typical Freddy's joint. After 5 children went missing there, I was transferred to location 14, where last location I worked at was location 32, which I told you about on my first day. Forklift. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. After that, I was put on warehouse duty, where I unloaded boxes from the factory. That's where I met Scotty, the company's only phone gal that I know of. She's a real sweetheart, you know? Sorry, went off topic. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. That's all I needed. Alright then, I'll be off soon. See you on the flip side. Alright, thank you. Okay, we need to call her now. Okay. Call the factory. Alright, call the factory. Hello?
Hello?
It's from, okay, this must be Scotty. Hello? After robotics, front desk. Scotty speaking. How can I help you today? Phone guy. Can I ask you a question, Scotty?
Sure, Shug. What's up?
Have you ever worked with any phone guys?
Sure, of course. I've worked with a good few at this point, hon.
Oh, so she does actually talk. Okay, that's...
Any particular model you have in mind?
Okay, well... I'm working with an older one right now. He's it's pretty stiff and formal. Has a black receiver and... Oh, yeah, it's Harry. Harry's his name. Harry? The one I'm talking about is model 14-1, I think?
That's Harry, alright.
Okay, it is Harry. Okay, cool. Why do you keep calling him Harry?
Because, Sugar, that was his alive name.
Oh. Wait, she remembers that? Weird, I thought... Remember Dave saying they don't... Well, mostly. So, she does remember
All
it.
phonies have alive names. You think I was born as Scotty? My name was Rebecca. I was a hairstylist before I was a phone gal.
Okay, that's cool.
We all had other lives before this. The length and quality of which varied.
Cool. Okay. Suppose Harry's... I've okay for enough. No. We need to learn. What was Harry's life
Oh
like?
boy. He could barely remember it, huh? He's told me a good bit from after he became a phone guy.
Oh,
His responsibilities, having to write company logs after his whole boss died. Harry's a sweet soul. But, well,
wonder what happened.
he's a Generation 1 model.
Oh. So he's like one of the first. That's cool.
Meaning, he's a relic from the 1970s. Generation 1 models never remember much from before the phonification process.
Oh.
But Harry has demons, and those inner demons pursue him even now.
What? Yeah, the music is
Some
just
things
gone.
you just can't leave behind.
Oh.
Harry was a young man when he had his accident. I always found that particularly tragic.
Okay, that's interesting.
Fought in Vietnam, you know.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He did fight in Vietnam. There was even a. It was a. I think it was a review that said that Harry, the faux guy, had like PTSD or something like that of like Vietnam.
I can only imagine how many death-defying situations he came out of in those jungles,
Oh.
only to die in a bear suit. It's so ridiculous that I feel angry just thinking about it. I sure hope he doesn't feel the same way. It's honestly pretty hard to think about. He was still barely old enough to fend for himself, even after he got home from the war. Got a part-time job at the local Freddy's joint, ended up excelling at his career.
Oh. Shit. Okay, this is interesting.
He survived a war and lived a soldier's life. Order and routine came naturally to him. But then... well, I needn't gossip.
Died. What happened?
Well, you know, usually in a lot of cases, phone guys tend to remember their past lives and try to find their old families. But in this case, the opposite happened. When Harry went missing, well, his family came looking for him.
Oh no.
They knew where he worked, after all.
So they went to his old place of work. No. Is he gone? No. He's not gonna remember them.
Even with his ridiculous phone head, his mom recognized him instantly.
Oh no, this is actually. Oh no, this is
His
sad.
intuition, I guess. Ran over to him. Harry, we've been worried sick about you. Take that dumb phone hat off and come home. He had no idea who they were.
No. It had to happen. Of course it did.
His mother looked into his eyes, or lack thereof, I suppose, and said his name over and over. He didn't recognize them. He couldn't recognize them. Harry's manager came in at that point, an older model, a guy named Abel. He was the second model of phone guy, and it shows.
Second
God,
model.
he was barely a human at all. When he died in a shooting, Harry took over writing company logs for Fassbender Entertainment, which is why he ended up at the factory with me, since it's basically Fassbender HQ.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, off topic. Anyway, he kicked them off premises and had them removed by police for harassing his staff. Harry just stood there while his own mother was dragged off premises, calling out to him by name. Harry never really opened up much while I knew him, as close as we were.
Okay.
He broke down only once, and when he did, he told me that.
That's heavy. It definitely is, man. How come he never told me any of this?
I don't think he even really believes that he is Harry. But, well, I think it's a fantasy of his. The idea that someone cared enough to come look for him.
I see. Thank you, Scotty.
It's no problem. Do be kind to Harry, won't you? I wouldn't bring any of this up with him, but, well, just show him that you care, I guess. He needs to know that people, you know, care about him, and Sorry, I gotta go. Take care, sir.
That was Harry's backstory. I never knew that. Huh. Huh. We're gonna have to get a new phone. Hi, Harry. It's Harry call you now. Yes, sir. What can I do for you? You ask. Hey, employee. Yes, sir. You know, I called the factory and you spoke to Scotty. Yeah, and well, she told me some stuff about you. Said that your live name was Harry. Oh, here we go. Well, I guess he doesn't like it. I don't know. Look, sir, I don't know what stories you've been told, but well, all I know is Harry has a real ring to it, you know? Imagine introducing yourself as Model 1401, as if you're nothing but a machine. I mean, the Scotch stick works great till you meet another phony using the same name. Look, we all have weird memories and fantasies about other lives and better things. But all I know is, people say Harry, my head turns in instinctively. It has a turn for Scott. Nope, that answered your question. Tell me about Abel? Abel. Scotty told you that name, didn't she? Yes, she did. Why, is there something odd about that name? Well, it is an uncommon name, yes, but that's not the source of my bewilderment. It's more that you know who Abel was. I mean, he died years ago. Most company personnel split off into two groups after that. People who didn't know Abel before couldn't talk about him. People who knew him, as a result, would have rather talk about anyone but Abel. Most people didn't know his life name, since, you know, anyone who knew it was too afraid to say it. You see, well, back at the beginning, the company was made up of 6 managers, one of whom was the owner, the company founder. After his accident, well, sorry, sir. I'm not up to talking about him. Too painful. You'll have to find another phone who's up to that job. Let's just say he isn't with us anymore. Hasn't been for a very long time. The others, though, well, I was one of the remaining 5 managers. Also, he was a manager? Or one of the... Interesting. Who were the other 4? Hold on. A picture paints 1,000 words. Or so they say. The original 5. There's Harry. Is that Abel in the middle? Ah, here we are. Obviously, that's me on the very right. Huh. And the other 4? Well, called Scott Coffin, obviously. I know. You want to live names. The guy on the very left was named Joe. That one? It was someone I grew very close to. Got scrapped years ago. After the battle, my spinal cord rusted. I don't know if you've read The Joy of Creation by Dr. Henry Miller, but metal has a life force. All life experience is pain. Interesting. So Harry's read the book. That's cool. In his final weeks, Joe was burdened with a pain that, to this day, I can't even conceive of experiencing. Joe was a cynic, but, well, like Carlin used to say, scratch the surface of a cynic, you'll find a disappointed idealist. You know, most Generation 1 phone guys can't remember anything about their past lives. Joe saved me, though. I was the first Generation 1 model, and they wiped my memory completely. But he never gave up on me. I had no idea who he was. He had years of memories worth of me. From the fresh-faced young veteran with a dodgy leg, looking for any sort of work I could get my hands on. To the day I got promoted. Tonight we all stayed up drinking in the office on an opening night with location 14, telling stories about our various stunts during our shifts. To the day when Joe came to the factory as a phone guy, and I wouldn't let go when I saw how genuinely hurt he looked. I remember none of this, but, well, Joe remembered. I guess he can remember. Joe remembered. Then, Terrence, the guy standing next to Joe. He was the last manager to be promoted before me. In fact, we worked at the floor in Location 6 together for a month or two. Terrence was always an optimist, and somehow he never lost that as a phone guy. He was always happy to be at work, see sunshine again, speak to me. I know that I was alive and well. Terrence, well, many years ago an elevator broke down in the factory while we were inside. After the instigator, Terrence removed the emergency panel and decided to climb up to the control room on the top floor so he could enable the elevator's manual override. Sure enough, the elevator rebooted and worked to life, while Terrence was still on top of it. It rose to the top floor before Terrence had the time to get back inside. But we found the Terrence on the top of the elevator and on the roof of the elevator shaft. I don't know if we could have brought him back, but frankly, I wouldn't have wanted to be brought back if I were him. Okay, so he just died. Not like that. The guy standing next to me, to my left, was Everett. If you think I'm stiff, you should have seen him. Guy wore suits long before he became a phony. From what the others told me, I remember the owner had a cookout that summer and invited us. Dress code was summer casual. Everett turned up at last, and sure enough, was decked out in formal wear. Joe stood him at the gates. What do you call that? Joe asked. Everett and Joe clearly had different opinions on what casual meant. Joe cried out, "Wearing a full suit to a barbecue, that's not casual wear." To which Everett replied, "Nonsense. I'm wearing my waistcoat." I'd never seen Joe barely laugh before that. Everett was a kind soul. Perhaps a little too gentle for his job. Long story short, he tried to clean the dead night guard's remains up, but, well, if you've seen any nature documentaries, you should know that there's a food chain. And that the guy at the bottom food chain should wait till the predators clear off before touching what they've been eating. Everett's failure was bad enough, so picture the amount of stitching he needed just to keep his innards in his torso. Well, Freddy tore each and every one of the stitches out. And gravity took care of the rest of the job. Okay, so he died as well. What about Abel? Well, here's the thing. Abel wasn't the second phone guy. Joe was the second, then Terrence, then Everett, then me. We all suffered various accidents. Springlock failures, I believe. Of course, once Abel realized what springlock suits did to people when they malfunction, decided that he'd simply never wear one. He gave Joe that job, once he became the company boss. After Joe's incident, Terrence got the job. After Terrence's accident, then came Everett, which Joe wasn't too thrilled about. Then, after Everett's accident, it was my turn. Sure enough, I don't really know what happened next. I have a few pieces of broken memories. Also screaming, someone clutching my chest. Probably Joe. Never admitted that it was him, but if it was anyone, it would have been Joe. I remember nothing much after that. Abel had me taken to the factory. Joe accompanied me on the way. He wouldn't tell me anything from when I left Freddy's to after the process had been completed. Each of us were a work in progress. A learning experience. Abel used their personalities as test models for the AI. But of course, Abel hated the others, kept contacting their families, felt that they were less focused on their work that way. So, he removed the AI, called it Generation 1, decided to strip the old memories out, replace them with what the company wanted me to remember. All the managers were furious. I know I may seem like an old fart, but, well, I was the last of 5, the youngest of a group. You don't think anyone took it as hard as Joe? All the conversations we had, the memories we shared, my old family, my old life, gone. While I may not have remembered, Joe remembered. We all had a feeling deep down what Joe wanted. The company had broken me, wanted justice. All because I didn't, or rather, couldn't. Joe never told me what happened next. But one night, after we had a few drinks, Terrence and Everett spilled the beans. Basically, Everett, Terrence, and Joe ganged up on Abel when he got to the factory one day, dragged him into the production room, closed the door behind them. It's the room that contained the machine. Joe told him that all of the other company veterans had become phone guys, that it was time for him to pay his dues, since they all knew he was going to avoid it for the rest of his life. Told him that it was his turn to get his skull shoved in a rotary phone. Joe finished the phone, said he picked it himself, and told Abel that it'd be his new head. Of course, Abel didn't take it sitting down. Oh no, my skull. My skull won't fit inside that thing. It's too much. It's much too thin. Joe interrupted with, "Don't you worry, Abel." Joe locked the door. "I'll make it fit." I don't feel bad for Abel. You live by the sword, you die by the sword, or so they say. I always felt bad for Joe, though. You know, I imagine a lot of people would presume that I feel cheated. That's what happened to me. But I don't, really. I don't have any memories of my past life, sir. Only what Joe told me. I don't doubt a word of what he said, but, well, Harry was the product of his experiences, his memories. That was all stripped away. By and large, I have no clue what I'm missing. And without my memories, I really don't know for sure what this company has taken away from me. It's bad enough for Joe, knowing what the company had taken from him. And then seeing the company take everything away from me. Yeah, the burden of awareness. I don't remember my past life, but Joe sure did. Every time he thought about the memories we shared, and the life I lost out on, all he saw was red. Joe remembered. Sorry, rambling for a long time. Sorry, sir. I'll get back to work pronto. I'll see you on the flip side, sir. So that was his origin. Wow, that was interesting. Well, that's it for tonight. I'll see you on the flip side, sir. Alright, that was interesting. Harry's whole backstory. Alright. Hey. Right, once you save, we should be good. Yeah, wait, then we have to deal with Dave. Hold up. Yes, I think we'll end it here. And I'll see you guys next time. This has already been a long video.